The art of winning, do you know what it really means to win? Not the trophy you hold up, not the applause you hear echoing in a stadium, not the gold medal resting on your chest or the check with your name on it. Winning is not something the world hands you. Winning is something you create inside yourself long before anyone else notices. I want you to listen to me now, truly listen, because you owe it to yourself to understand this. You were not born just to exist, just to pass days and nights like pages flying away in the wind. You were born to win your own battles, to conquer the moments that threaten to break you, to stand taller every single time life tries to make you kneel. The art of winning is not about never falling, it's about never staying down. It's about the fire that still burns when the night is cold and lonely. It's about the quiet whisper in your mind that says, "Not yet, I'm not done," when the world says, "Give up." You see, most people think winners have it easy, that the road is paved with luck and open doors. But I'll tell you the truth. Winners are built in the shadows, when nobody's watching. They're built in the moments you choose discipline over comfort, honesty over excuses, and action over doubt. The art of winning is not glamorous. When you're living it, it's gritty, it's exhausting, it's lonely. But it is also the most rewarding thing you will ever give yourself. Think back to the first time you wanted something so badly, it made your chest ache. Maybe it was when you were a child, dreaming about a bigger life than what you saw outside your window. Maybe it was the day you promised yourself you'd be more for your parents, for your kids, or just for you. And maybe you've forgotten that promise under the weight of daily life, the bills, the failures, the rejections that pile up like bricks on your back. But listen closely now, that promise is still alive. It never dies. It just waits for you to remember. There's an art to remembering who you are, the winner inside you. Some people call it mindset. Some call it grit. Some call it faith. I call it refusing to break. And you are stronger than you think. You've survived nights that felt endless. You've walked through heartbreak, betrayal, loss. You've stood up again when life knocked you out. Maybe you don't give yourself enough credit for that. Maybe you're so busy seeing what you're not that you forget to see the undefeated part of you that's still here, still breathing, still fighting. Do you know how many people gave up when it got too hard? How many dreams were buried because someone got tired? But you're here, listening to these words because deep down you know there's more for you. And you're right, there is more. Winning does not belong to the loudest. It belongs to the most persistent, the one who whispers one more try when they have every reason to quit, the one who shows up again and again even when nobody notices, especially when nobody notices. Let me tell you a story, a real story. There was a boy who dreamed of being a great runner. He was small, skinny, not the fastest in his class. Every race he entered, he came last or near the end. Other kids laughed at him. Coaches didn't pay him any attention. But every evening, when the field was empty, that boy ran laps alone. He ran until his lungs burned, until his legs trembled. Years passed. He kept showing up. One day, he entered a big race. And this time, he didn't just win, he shattered records. People called him an overnight success. But they didn't see the nights he ran alone in the dark, the mornings he woke before sunrise to train when no one cared. That's the art of winning. Nobody claps for you at midnight when you're studying, working, sacrificing your sleep to learn something new. Nobody sees the tears when you fail an exam, lose a job, or get rejected. But those moments, those invisible moments, they build your crown. They build your gold medal, your applause, your success. And maybe you're not a runner. Maybe you don't care about trophies. Maybe winning for you is something simpler, building a better life for your children, breaking a cycle of poverty, healing from a toxic relationship, fighting addiction, standing up for yourself for the first time in years. That's winning too. Never think it's small. Your wins matter, no matter how quiet they look to the world. Right now, I want you to pause, take a deep breath, let it out slowly, and listen to me like I'm sitting right next to you, looking you in the eyes. You are not done yet. There is more inside you than you've dared to see. And maybe today, right now, is the day you begin again, not perfectly, but honestly. I know you're tired. I know the world feels heavy. I know the voices in your head tell you you're not enough. But I promise you this, every single person you admire has heard those same voices. Every winner has been told they're not good enough. Every hero you read about has felt the same fear you feel. The only difference is they did it anyway. They got up when it was easier to stay down. They knocked on doors until one opened. They failed, but they refused to stay defeated. Before we keep going, if these words mean something to you, if you feel even a spark of hope right now, take a moment for me. Will you? Tap the like button below. Write a comment. Tell me what you're fighting for. And if you think these words can help someone you care about, share them. And don't forget to subscribe, not because it helps me, but because it keeps you connected to reminders like this when you forget how strong you really are. We're in this together, you and me. All right, let's keep going. The art of winning is learning to lose well. I know that sounds strange, but hear me out. Losing teaches you more than winning ever could. When you lose, you learn where you're weak. You learn where you gave up too soon, where you let fear or doubt make decisions for you. Losing humbles you, it shapes you, it makes you hungry. Winning tastes sweeter when you've tasted defeat first. Think about a time you lost a job, a relationship, an opportunity. Maybe it crushed you. Maybe you thought it was the end, but look at you now, you're still standing. Maybe you're still hurting, but you're breathing. That means you can still fight, and that means you can still win. One of the greatest lessons I ever learned is that no loss is final unless you let it be. No mistake defines you unless you wear it like a name tag. You can change your story today. You can get up from the floor and try again. Do it messy, do it scared, do it alone if you must, but do it. I want to tell you something you might not hear enough. You are capable. Capable of greatness, capable of change, capable of surprising even yourself. But you have to believe it enough to act. You don't need the world's permission to begin. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need everyone to clap for you. You need you, and that's enough. Maybe you're thinking, but I've failed too many times. Good, that means you're trying. Maybe you're thinking, but I'm too old. No, you're right on time. Maybe you're thinking, but I'm alone. Let me tell you, some of the strongest people you'll ever meet walked alone for years until they found their tribe, their people, their stage. You're not alone now. I'm here with you, and there are people out there waiting to meet the winner version of you, the one who didn't quit. Winning is a habit. It's not a one-time thing. It's built day by day, choice by choice. Every small decision matters: the choice to get out of bed when you'd rather sleep in, the choice to read one more page, write one more line, save one more dollar, say no when you should, say yes when it scares you. These small choices add up, they become your victory. Never underestimate the power of today, this hour, this moment. Right now, you can choose to do something, anything that moves you one step closer to your better future. It won't feel big, it won't feel glorious, but over time, these little steps turn into a path, and that path will carry you to your win. When you see someone winning, a champion, an artist, an entrepreneur, a leader, don't envy them. Study them, see their scars, look for the nights they almost gave up. Let them remind you that winning is possible for you too. They're not gods, they're not superhuman. They're just like you, people who decided not to quit when quitting would have been easier. The art of winning is not about beating others. It's about beating your own excuses, your fear, your laziness, your self-doubt. It's about becoming better than you were yesterday. And that's a game you can play every single day. Some days you will feel strong, some days you will feel weak. That's okay. Winners are not perfect. They're consistent. They show up. They get knocked down and get back up. They take the hits, they learn. They adapt, they endure. I wish I could promise you that the road will be easy. I wish I could tell you that people will always support you, that doors will swing open at the first knock. But that's not true, and you don't need it to be true. What you need is inside you your resilience, your belief, your willingness to try again tomorrow. Look at yourself, really look. There's a champion there, a fighter, someone who has come so far already, even if you don't see it yet. Someone who can do hard things, someone who can rise from defeat and say, not yet, I'm not done. You don't need permission to win. You don't need perfect circumstances. You don't need every answer. You just need to start with what you have where you are with your shaking hands and your fragile heart. That's enough. That's always enough. So what will you do tomorrow morning? Will you get up early, take that small step, speak that truth, take that risk? Will you prove to yourself that you can keep going? I believe you will. And when you do, remember this. Every step, every tiny victory, every moment you choose not to quit, that is the art of winning. And when you win, don't forget the nights you cried, the days you doubted, the moments you almost let go. Hold them close. Let them remind you how far you came, and then teach someone else how to win too. This is how we change the world, one person at a time, one win at a time, one story at a time. And yours is not over yet. Thank you for listening to me today, for sharing this moment with me. If these words spoke to your heart, please share them. Like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and leave a comment telling me how you're going to win your next battle. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear tonight. Take a deep breath, lift your chin, straighten your back, and step forward into your life like the winner you are. I'm proud of you. I believe in you. Now go show the world the art of winning. Before you go, I want you to sit with this feeling for a moment, the quiet voice inside you that's whispering, maybe I can do this. That voice is precious. Protect it. Feed it. Don't drown it with doubt. Don't shut it down with the old lies you've told yourself. I'm too late. I'm too tired. I'm too broken. No, you are not too anything. You are exactly what this moment needs. You are exactly who you need to be to take the next small step. And you don't have to have it all figured out tonight. Nobody does. That's another part of the art of winning. We win messy. We win while learning. We win while limping. We win while still feeling afraid. There is no perfect version of you that suddenly appears one day, ready to take on the world without fear or flaws. There is only you brave enough to try anyway. I know sometimes the world feels unfair. You see people lying, cheating, cutting corners, and you wonder why they get ahead while you struggle. But remember this, what you build honestly, what you earn through patience, discipline, and grit, nobody can take that from you. That kind of win lasts. That kind of win changes you. It shapes your children, your community, your legacy. So choose the hard road, the honest road. It's worth it. Every time you think about quitting, I want you to remember this moment. Remember that somewhere in the world, someone believes in you, even when you don't. Let that be enough for now. Borrow my belief until you find your own again. And when it gets too hard because it will break it down, don't think about climbing the whole mountain tonight. Just take one step, then another. Focus on the day in front of you, the hour in front of you, the next choice you can make. You don't have to carry it all at once. Do you remember when you were a child, how you dreamed without limits? How you said, I want to be an astronaut, a doctor, an artist, all in the same breath. No fear of failing, no voice saying you can't. Somewhere along the way, the world taught you to shrink your dreams to fit what's realistic. But I'm telling you now, you have permission to dream wildly again, to want more, to reach for things that scare you, to become someone your younger self would look at and say, wow, we did it. You are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to want more. You are allowed to outgrow people, places, jobs, old versions of yourself. Sometimes winning means walking away from what you've known, from comfort, from bad habits, from the circles that keep you small. Sometimes winning means choosing the unknown because you know you deserve better than what you have settled for. There is so much waiting for you. There are people you haven't met yet who will love you for exactly who you are becoming. There are opportunities with your name on them, but they require you to knock, to risk, to show up even when you feel small. And when you get tired, rest, but don't quit. Winners rest. Champions pause to breathe, to heal, to cry if they need to. Then they stand up and keep moving. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to feel the weight of it all. Just don't let it make you forget your power. One day, not too far from now, you'll look back at this moment and realize it was the start of something. You'll see how all the nights you doubted, all the days you felt lost, were really just the soil for your roots to grow deeper. So when the time came for you to bloom, you could stand strong. If nobody has told you this today, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your courage to face another sunrise. I'm proud of your quiet victories nobody sees, getting out of bed when you didn't want to, forgiving when you could have stayed bitter, trying again when you'd rather give up. These are the invisible wins that make you unstoppable. So tonight, before you close your eyes, promise yourself one thing. I will not waste this life. I will not hand my power over to fear, to people who don't believe in me, to voices that don't know my heart. I will not die with my dreams still locked inside me. I will live like I was meant to win, because I am. And I want you to know, whenever you need this reminder, come back here. Play these words again. Let them wrap around you like a friend who refuses to let you quit on yourself. The art of winning is not about being perfect. It's about being real about your pain, real about your hope, real about your effort. So be real, be brave, be willing to fail forward, be willing to look foolish, be willing to be a beginner again and again until you become who you were always meant to be. I'll leave you with this one day. People will ask you how you did it, how you went from broken to whole, how you turned your pain into power, how you stayed kind in a world that tried to harden you, and you'll smile and you'll tell them the truth. I didn't give up. That's the art of winning. Thank you for letting me speak to your heart tonight. If these words gave you something, hope, courage, or even just a breath of peace, share them. Let's remind each other that we are not alone in this fight to live fully, love deeply, and win truly. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't yet, and write me a comment about your next win, big or small. I read every word, and your story might be the light that keeps someone else going. Now go rest, dream, and wake up tomorrow ready to fight for the life you know you deserve. Because you, my friend, you are learning every day the beautiful, unshakable, unstoppable art of winning.